Today I'm talking about minerals. And minerals come in two forms. They're either ionic or they're colloidal. The colloidal minerals actually come from decayed plant material like peat moss, or with more time and pressure it would become coal, which would become diamonds. But we actually dig it into the ground and get it in the form of peat moss or partially decayed vegetation. Those vats are then, that material is then soaked in baths, and we actually use that to get minerals. And those minerals are called colloidal because the particle size is small enough that it suspends in the fluid. And the other form is called ionic minerals. And you've maybe heard of coral calcium. That's been a very popular calcium supplement, and it's definitely in that family of the ionic crystals. So basically, if you dehydrate a liquid that has ionic minerals, it has a crystalline shape, and it actually becomes a part of the solution when you add the water back to the bottle. So these are minerals that actually become a part of solution. They carry a lot of particle energy charge to them, and I believe our bodies need some of both. And of course, the ionic minerals come mostly from seawater, and in the closest body of water to us that has a lot would be the Great Salt Lake. So we do carry supplements that are from that pond of former really, really salty water, and it's still very salty, but they have some of the best ionic minerals, I believe, for us to get our hands on where we live. So we have, I'm going to talk a little bit going back to the multiple liquids that we have, and many of the multiples that we have, they basically would have, most of them would have the colloidal type of mineral in them unless they specifically say otherwise. So that's just a little tidbit to know about when you're reading labels. So we're starting here with, we have vitamin C enhanced minerals with minerals, and then we have just mineral combinations where people feel like, well, they eat well, so they just want to take extra minerals, not necessarily vitamins. So we have quite a selection of those to pick from. And of course, calcium is one of our biggest components in this section because it's really hard to eat enough of very absorbable calcium in your diet, even though you get it from deep leafy greens, and you get some from milk and some from cottage cheese and many different foods. All the ones from dairy are basically the same form, and the citrated form is actually much more absorbable by the body. So we have a large selection of calcium, and there are formulas for bone density. There are just plain calciums. There are calciums, magnesiums with phosphorus, and that's probably one of my favorite type, is where they actually have put together calcium in a ratio with magnesium and some phosphorus, and usually those have potassium as well, because it's a ratio and a balance of those minerals that help our body to be the strongest. And as I talk about the minerals, we go on to the calming minerals. A lot of times are the balance of calcium to magnesium in the body. So with the stressed lifestyles that people lead, sometimes they actually can use a 1-to-1 ratio. So that means for 1,000 milligrams of calcium, try 1,000 milligrams of magnesium. So that's a helpful hint for those that are very stressed. We also have iron in forms that are from plants and that are also man-made. And we have something here like for people that are low in iron or anemic. And this is a liquid liver product that has iron with it and some other nutrition. I think it's both some more minerals and actually a couple herbs that help the body to have energy when you actually have a shortage of iron. So it's working from a couple different directions in the body. So there's a lot of labels to study, and we're here to help you study them. It's our goal to help you reach your health goals. And we just want to be here and help you do that each and every day that you have a question.